So, guys, you guys know what we did in the last class, that is yesterday. We got to know a brief idea of strings, and we used different library functions like string copy, string length, and string concat and string compare yesterday. Now, I'll just revise you guys what exactly is a string, and then we'll move on to how exactly the string copy, string concat, and string compare are done in the library functions, like what exactly happens when you send values inside the function. Uh, okay. Does anybody want to help me with what exactly is a string? Do you guys you guys had a brief idea yesterday, right?
Yeah, now people have to help, like, we'll call out on some names. Rohan, unmute yourself.
I think you were there in session yesterday. Or Rituraj, you can tell us what a string is. Can you do that? Okay. We are running out of time, so it will be good if you
Yeah,
do it faster.
yeah, you continue.
Okay. What is a string? A string is basically an array of characters. All right. So when you use a character and you assign array to it, and you know what is an array? Array stores different values in different memory locations of the same data type. So in C, there is no particular thing for string. So we use array of characters as strings and we manipulate those arrays. So how do we initialize a string? This is the main one of the main ways to initialize a string. Okay. Now, how will this be stored in an array? This will be stored in an array like, let's say, str1 will be stored as h e l l and o, right? But how do we know when a string ends? We know that when string ends when it reaches. Okay, the compiler knows when the string ends is when it reaches a null operator which exists only after a particular string. Right? Now we know how string is stored and how basically it has done. Now I'll explain. Now let's see what these library functions do. Let's just see the what it does. What it basically does is, like this str length is used to find the length of the string. That is, for example, if we take it for str1 over here and try finding the length of it, what it will do is it will check how many number of characters are there inside that array of characters before this null operator and will give us the integer value of it. That is the length. That will be the length of it. So I think you guys got a brief idea of it. Now, what does a string copy do? If this strcpy is the syntax for it, but the function it is string copy, as the name indicates, it will copy one of the strings. Suppose like now, let's say str1 here, and let's say an empty str2. What this does is it copies the contents in str1 to str2. So when it is what is done str1 now? There's hello, right? Now since there's hello, now str2 after using the string copy, it will be copied to thing, copied to str2. So the value of str2 will now be the same as str1. Now str2 will be equal to str1 now. Alright. Now what do you think concatenation means? Concatenation basically means joining of two words or two numbers, something like that, two strings here in this case. strctr is the syntax for it, and you will be concatenating string, let's say string one and string 2. You want to concatenate string 1 and string 2. What basically this does is it adds the string to whatever content is there in it to the string 1. So now if we want to change this, what will happen here is uh, what is a string 2 here? We copied the string 2 as hello. So now when we are concatenating the string 2 to string 1, now string 1 will be equal to hello and a hello. Don't be a space, guys. Remember, you only get space when you use gets. You can use space as a character and put it inside it, but you can only use space while using the input function called gets, but that's not really important now. That is a thing we will discuss later, maybe in other SEMs or something. Uh, Now the string concatenation, what basically this does is in the after we concatenate string 1 and string 2 to string 1, it will be hello and a hello. Basically, after we copy, there is hello in string 2. Now we concatenate string 2 to string 1. Now it will be hello and a hello. Did you guys understand till here? Or was I too fast? Do you want me to repeat anything? Guys, these were the things that was done yesterday, so I have to move fast.
Any concept related doubts?
Any concept related doubts before we dive into the main
Guys, please
part?
ask.
Okay, now let's
Okay,
just
carry on.
explain again. What did
Sham
you
says
not
explain again.
uh, what did you not exactly understand, Sham sir? Which
Use
part?
chat box. Unmute. You are the unmuting. Just tell if you have any doubt. Quick.
Which part, Sham sir?
Yeah.
You just
From where we are taking the string to string 3 where you're copying that all again. Can you teach again?
okay, you understood string length, right?
Yeah.
From 17th, yeah, 18th line.
It's okay. So, Shamsai, can you speak with me? Like, can you
Hmm.
have a conversation?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
What I said, strcpy is the basic function for string copy.
Hmm.
Using the name, what do you think string copy does? I have no offense against you guys, but it basically does the same thing when you copy one guy's code and paste it in yours. All right. Uh, I'm sorry for that, but yeah. Now, what basically this does is, str1 has hello in it, right?
Hmm.
So now str2 we didn't initialize anything in it yet,
Okay.
so it's empty. So when we use strcpy, it basically copies str1 contents in str1, that is hello, basically hello and the null operator to str2.
Okay, okay.
So whatever is there in str1 will be in
It's
str2.
copied to string 2.
Now let's say suppose str2 has a content in it. Let's say it has don't mind, but I'm using a name. Let's say it has Sham, okay?
Hmm.
Now, when we use string copy, what do you think will be the value of str2?
str to Sham only.
No, you're copying it, yes, Sham. So, whatever content is there in the str1 will be copied to str2, replacing the content in the str2.
Oh, instead of name, it will copy hello.
Yeah, instead of, no, it will replace the name Sham with hello when we are
Okay.
using copy. If there's anything, it will get replaced. So
Hmm,
basically,
hmm, hmm.
string copy is used for that.
Oh,
All right.
yeah.
Now, concatenation. Do you know the meaning of concatenation?
No.
Okay, concatenation is nothing but joining two words or two strings in this case. So basically, what we are trying to do is join. Let's now say the string copy did not happen. Let's just comment this out. Uh, you know. And now str2 has Sham in it, right? And str1 has hello. Now we want to concat. What is concatenation? Adding the term of one after the term into a other string after the contents of the string,
So
right?
basically, there's like the third string in which we'll add the both of the string. So like if it's hello in string one and Shyam in string two, then technically it should be like hello Shyam in
Mm.
str3.
See, in copy we replaced Sham with hello, right? But here we will be adding Sham to the string one. After this concatenation, what happens to string one? The new string one value will be hello Sham. It won't only be what you say. It won't only be hello. It will be hello Sham. Okay,
Yeah.
did you understand that?
Yes, yes, yes.
Now did you understand everything?
Mm-hmm.
Now let's dive in. Let's go to string compare. Uh, the word itself says it compares two strings, right? Now let's just say these functions didn't happen, and we wanted to compare this string one and string two, right? When we do that, the word Sham, I think you can mute yourself, or if you want, you can. Yeah. Uh, no, the word itself says that it compares one string to another. Here we want to compare string one and string two. Yes, why are we only using str1 and str2, not the brackets? Do you guys know that, right? We are using that because arrays are passed by reference in general, and when you're passing an array, you don't use the brackets in the actual parameter part which you're passing. So when we are doing it, what compare does is it compares two strings. Now by seeing hello and Sham are not equal, right? So what this does is it checks each and every term. Like for now, it's H and S. It checks each character, and depending on the ASCII values, you know the ASCII values, right? You know the ASCII table, right? They have each number of values in them, and they have their own numbers. So depending on that, it will check which is greater than the another one, and it will give us the particular value. It will give us a positive value if string one. I'll just write it here. Um, it will return a positive value if str1 is greater than str2, right? Now the second point will be it will return a negative value if str2 is greater than str1, and then it will return a 0 if both are the same. Alright, so these are simple statements of what this function returns whenever it compares two strings. Uh, so what do you think it will return for us in this case, in hello and Sham? When it compares, what do you guys think it will return? Will it return a positive number, a negative number, or a 0? Someone?
Hello, unmute. Wait, we'll ask someone. Sushant Kumar, unmute yourself. Tanish, hey, at least try there. It's
Yeah.
like
At least try the chat box, man. Come on.
Yeah,
These are
that's what.
simple ones. We haven't got into the complicated part yet. Vikas, Tanish, Siddharth.
And see, most of the people left also. Hardly have this many people remaining.
Rituraj, Nikhil Gupta, you guys can try too. Rohan. Okay,
See,
Sushant Kumar also left. Nice.
they don't know what they will do.
Hi, Vikas. Vikas, you're here. Just say hi or something. Whatever. Just put. You can on your mic or you can put in the chat box.
Oh,
Vikas.
Shan also left. Nice.
Yeah, Shan left
Yeah,
first.
just a while ago.
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh,
Can you tell me? Can you tell me what will happen? What you think? What will it return? Will it return a positive or a negative? Let's take it side by side.
Yeah, at least try. We are not
See, because
faculties. It's
just
a
give it a
remedial
try.
class.
You know, there's no marks for this, no? Just give it a try. सही हुआ गलत हुआ सही हुआ तो that means you have understood. गलत हुआ that means you're going to understand. Well, what's wrong in it? Just give it a try.
It's a hello and Sham. The ASCII values are here. It'll come. I told you it'll compare to integers and send it. So what do you think? It will be a positive number or negative number? Is string 1 greater than string 2 or string 2 greater than string 1 in this case? We know for sure it's not 0, right? Because these two are different words.
Yeah.
He says positive.
Okay, let's see. As I said, it will check the first term. That is h. That is 104 here. Okay. So 104 and 2 capital S. What is capital S value? The
83.
capital value S is 83. So 104 is greater. So it will return a positive value. Yes. you are
Absolutely correct.
Yeah, correct.
आ गया.
Great. Now if you do that, now if you just change it to hello again with the same cases, it will return a 0. Right?
Vikas, why does it return a 0 now? Why does it return 0 now? Once we have put hello there. We are waiting for you in the chat box. I hope you're typing.
Yeah, it's a simple answer.
What's
Both are
Okay.
same values. Very good.
Okay,
Absolutely correct.
in the
Okay.
same way you can like understand the difference where a negative number becomes. So like you got it.
Sumuk,
Yeah.
give one more value.
Okay.
Let's take one more.
say
We'll ask someone else. Wait.
Yes. Just change the value and we'll ask someone. Siddharth.
Let's say
Sushant rejoined. Wait.
Okay.
yeah, Sushant, can you tell what?
Wait. Just a second. I will post the values, string values in the chat box. You guys have to see. What we will put is
You want to
that.
show it on show it here. Okay, not this.
Yeah, no, 1 minute.
Not this one. This one. Yes. The ASCII values are here. Can you guys tell me what will it do it for this case? There is a hello. There's a hello. So which is greater?
Siddharth, you there? Yes, Siddharth. Yes. Just give it a try.
Just give it a try. The ASCII values are here.
ASCII value तेरे सामने है. That is the code.
What do
So
you
the
think?
first string is hello. The second string is hello.
Just you have to tell its output will be positive, negative, or like 0 also. Just write the digits there. Fast, quick. Anyone can attempt.
It's okay.
Okay, this is-
Take your time, but try to give answer. Be it wrong, doesn't matter. Take your time. We are waiting here, okay?
Yeah, come on, try.
This is for +2 mark. Come on. Anyone. Hey, easiest +2 marks to get. I don't know why people are not answering. Fast.
Well, +2 is correct. You'll get +2 even for wrong answers. It's not for
Ah,
right.
anything. At least write unmute. For unmute, you will get +3. Come on.
We will put in the word for you first to sir.
He
Yeah.
says, Vikas says negative
Vikas.
value. Okay, but what about Siddharth? Siddharth, have you understood the concept? Because I doubt.
Have you understood the concepts of that? Okay, Vikas, thank you for your answer. It was
If you have
great.
understood,
Okay,
thanks
Siddharth,
Vikas.
tell me
Wait,
why.
wait, 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 wait,
Okay,
wait.
tell me the reason. Siddharth,
Yeah,
you tell me the reason. Nobody answers. Siddharth, tell me the reason.
yeah. 2 marks if you write in chat box, 3 marks if you'll unmute. Come on, fast, unmute. Tell anything. Even if
Yeah,
it's
we'll
wrong,
put in
we'll
the
give
word.
you.
But I'm getting confused. Yes.
See?
Well, let's go
That's what
slow.
we are telling now. Unmute yourself.
Okay. So,
Okay.
what?
I guess you're not able to unmute because of some mic problem. That's fine. But so now, where are you getting confused? Is there any
Use chat
specific
box.
place, or how's that? Have you understood the string concept? Why are we using this? Or do you want us to explain the whole thing again? I guess there should be something specific which you might not be understanding. That ASCII value. Okay.
Okay.
Sumo, can you explain the ASCII value?
Yeah. So, what did I say you? How will the string compare work? The string compare basically goes. I told you it goes character by character. Checks the ASCII value of it. Checks whether it's greater than or equal to the thing. And once it finds a value that is not same, and comparing which is greater than or equal to, it sends the this negative value and positive value or a zero back depending on what the case is. All right. So in this case, is the first and the first term same? They are same, right? And the second term and the second term are the same. The third term is also same. So basically till O of the first string is same till the first O of the second string. And now what comes after the O in the first string? Anyone?
Yes, Sushant is good because of an extra O in the string too.
Okay, what do you
Absolutely
think is
correct.
the reason, Sushant? It's simple. The ASCII values are here.
Yeah.
How
The
the
value,
array,
ASCII value of small o is
how an array is arranged is also here.
111.
Okay. Uh,
So
okay, I'll give you good time. So basically, what it is you guys can see. I told you how a character of strings are stored, right? So basically, how do you know when a string ends? It's the null operator. So what is null operator ASCII value here? Null operator ASCII value is 0 over here, and this 0 over here, this O over here has a definite value, and that is 111. So it compares 0 to 111, which is greater. 111 is greater. That's the reason it will return a negative value. Siddharth, are you clear with it now?
yeah, in chat box also I mentioned how it will like check all the characters.
Okay, nice. So Siddharth, what I want you to do is, Sumuk,
Yeah.
it might feel like wasting time, but just give one more example. Change hello and put something else. Just one more, so that it's clear that Siddharth has understood. Siddharth, we want you to answer this one, okay?
One second.
Just put his name. Just put his name. But what if there are too many different characters? That's his question. Siddharth asks, but what if there are too many characters? See, now you're doing good. Now you're doing good. Chha gaya Siddharth. 1 second.
Yeah. This is just a made up name. Don't tease me with it in future. But yeah. Siddharth, what do you think it is now? Try this.
And Sumuk is asking, but what if there are too many different characters?
Too many different characters.
Only it will take compare and then
So
that's it.
what did I tell when I tell it's compare? It compares each character, and once it reaches a character which is not same, it will check the ASCII values of it, and depending on which is greater, it will return the comparison of those two characters, not the whole string. So it will stop at that point once it finds a character which is not equal. Now you know the concept. Let's try this. Sumuk and Sumya. Yeah, something whatever. I just made it up right now. What do you think it will return?
Yeah, the value.
Is it positive, negative, or zero?
Yes, he says positive, but is that right?
Are
Try to
you
see.
sure? Is the question. The
Okay.
S is same, SUM is part is same. So what is U and A are different. What is the U value? A U value is 117 and small a value is
Hey, U value is not 117. What's a small
lowercase
u?
u
Yeah. True. Sorry.
and lowercase a is 97.
97.
So U is greater than A. Yes, it is positive. So string 1 is greater than string 2. That's why it's positive. Yes.
But we
So
asked
you're
you the
clear
value.
now?
So
अच्छा आ गया.
it's a
Good, good.
positive 20, right? Hope you got it.
So now you clear?
Are everybody clear? I hope everyone's clear with it.
Yeah. And move ahead.
Yeah. Let's focus with the understanding the context. Now let's go deep dive. Now let's say, does anybody want to help me over here? We will see what exactly happens inside a length function. str_len over here. So I will be normally doing my include stdio.h. I'll be only using 2 functions here, but in questions you will have to use 4 functions. The concept is clear. I hope you guys understand the logic too. So now I will create uh, a function to find length, and we know that I'll be passing a string, right? So it will be, what is a string? A string is a array of characters. So character is character of A. I'll be initializing it, and now first I'll go to my int name. Guys, always remember, always use int, not void, because you will not know whether your program has run successfully or not if you use void. If you use int main and return 0 at the end of the int main, you will get the program as, you will know the program has ran successfully. Okay. Now the first thing we have to create is a character, an array of characters. Let's give it a size of 25 for now. You can give it a size to many things, but try making it minimum because there'll be more junk values created in it. And yeah, now I'll be using a printf statement indicating the user to enter a string. Okay? Now once we know that, we can take the value. Now what is the format specifier for a string? Should we use character or should we use
A float or something. Oh, guys, just put in the chat
Character.
box. I think
what?
float should come. What about you? So Shaisam says C star S percentages.
You're half right, Shamsai. It's
Yeah,
just
what is like included both?
percentage s, not
He says
Okay.
sorry, percentages. There was a typo.
okay. A lowercase Sham. Just remember that.
Yeah, of course.
It's lowercase, and you just have to type a, not the whole string length. But what will you do if you want to take character by character? We'll be using a loop. We'll be using a loop.
So let them say what comes inside the loop.
Yeah, one. Okay, let's find the length and then use the. Okay, yeah, it's fine. We'll use the loop over here.
Okay, 1 second. Now, what comes inside a loop? What comes inside a loop? Anyone? Shairam, Siddharth, Vikas,
Till what are we going to
Shan.
run?
शान क्या है ब्रो पढ़ा दे.
Anyone who will like write the loop prototype inside this and in chat box,
Please try. It's
you'll
fine
get
if you're
bonus
wrong.
marks. Yeah,
We are here to
please try.
help you.
ऋतुराज.
Come on,
Someone.
+2 for this. Anyone?
मुझे लगा किसने लिखा है. Okay, Vikas is there. Vikas, you want to give it a try? Give it a try.
You
What
give it
comes
a try.
inside a loop? As soon as you see a loop, there's one रटा हुआ line दिमाग में चलना चाहिए. That's how it's gonna be. Just give it a try. No, this is basics.
As I mentioned, like there are 20 marks for all this stuff. We have just like 40 programs each mark, and your internals goes up to 60 marks. So you have to grab those marks also. The final
Shan,
exams will be just of
Shan, you're
40.
here. Shan, you're here. Shan. Okay. What about Sham? Sham Sai.
Yeah, Shams, I think you understood the loop concept that day. Can you help? Can you just start? Just start. Start and try. We will finish it for you. If you go wrong somewhere.
See, it's all about trying. If you don't try, you haven't understood it. Just give it a try. It's not about marks or anything. You give it a try once. Sham, are you here? Siddharth, for loop. Okay. Sham Sai says A is equal to 1, A less than equal to 25, A plus plus.
You okay? Should we use A as in you are telling me to use the array, or you are telling me to use a variable A?
Yeah, that's what.
What do you think? Should I?
You're close. Sham, you're close.
Yeah, close. Should I use the array or should I use the variable A? As string basics are here. So what we do here, we have to print character by character. And how do you print an array when you have numbers? That's the same thing, you have to do it over here. But with the basics of string which you have understood.
And one more like common thing, like we might have our paper to be written. So I tell you that they are not commas, they are colons after like everything. So there is your assignment, condition, and your iteration. They are separated by colons. So semicolons. Hope you just take that. If it's a mistake, it's fine. Let's move continue.
Yeah, come on, Siddharth and Sham, you're doing good. You're doing absolutely good. Just give it a try. You're close. Or if you don't know, just say don't know.
Ritaraj,
give
you
us a
can try
response.
to.
Give us a response. And what about others? No one's trying.
Anyone here can try. I'll just receive this call. Be right back in a 2, please.
See, Somok is saying that no one. Good. Int I.
Then
छा
followed by
तो आगे क्या आएगा? Now you're going good. Sham, now you have a basic idea. Rituraj and Sham, you both can talk to each other and come to a solution. I'm giving you a hint. Int I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. छा गया, ठीक है? This is whenever you talk about a loop, this is what comes inside. But now what you have to focus on is, see, char a bracket में 25 लिखा है. Length of array क्या है? 25. So instead of n, what can come there? Instead of n, what can come? N is equal to 25. So can we do it as int I is equal to 0, I less than 25?
we have to.
And
We do that. Should we do that or just try optimizing it using this basic? This first line will tell everything for you.
Yeah. Question for you all.
you're doing good, Rituraj, you're doing good.
Okay, leave the for loop part. Tell me what comes inside this for loop when you want to take an input character by character. And what do we use for input? We know that we use input for as scanf. Now, what should I do over here so that I get an input character by character? What format specifier should I use, and what will be changed over here? Or will it be changed or will it not be changed? Guys, it's already 11:45,
Oh, till when's the class?
12:20.
Oh, cool.
We'll wind up early if we complete.
The
Yeah.
for loop is fine, no?
Yeah. So, just should, okay. Guys, tell me what is the format specifier I'll be using here? Is it S or will it be a character? I want to input character by character, so will it be uh,
Will it
percentage
be S or C?
percentage C or will it be percentage S? What do you think it will it be?
Or you think there's something else?
Yeah.
Okay, Rituraj says can have percentage C AI.
Rituraj, you're half right. I mean, you're almost there.
Sham Sai says percentage C is coming inside.
Yes, that's true. But you have to add an ampersand over here because you
We're taking
know,
a scan.
yeah, and because you have to store it in a particular location that is I. That's the reason you'll be taking and over here, ampersand sign over here. Because if you just store it in an array, it won't be taking. It will be only be taking the first value and keep on repeating it. All right. Now we know how to take it by character by character. Now our main task after the input is to find the length of the entered string. You guys might ask why we have strl and why can't we use that to find the length? Because these functions, as Yash mentioned yesterday, are considered as costly functions. They take few times in the responding, take a lot of time in processing, so compared to the functions we use. So once we so let's figure out what str length does. Here, when we ran this program, let me take it back to hello, and for better understanding, we knew that every string ends with a null character, right? So whenever a string ends with a null character, we know that's the end of the string, but we won't be printing that null character. So what strlength does, it will count each and every element that is each and every character stored in an array of characters, that is strings, and it will count and it will return that value. So how do you count? You use a variable for it, right? Use a variable, we initialize it to 0 because it needs something to start with. And now, what do we use to count? What do you think, you guys? We use to count. Do we just check each and if there's each and every term in each and every place, or we use a for loop, right? So we basically use a for loop with which goes term by term. That is basically like accessing each and every element over here, right? Which goes term by term, but there's one condition. What is the one change in condition? That is, we have to end it when we come across a null operator, right? When we come across a null operator, we have to end it. So, can anybody tell me what comes inside the for loop now? Right.
We have just done it.
Yeah, I just explained you what everything is done and how it's done, and what is our condition too. What do you think we should do? Here.
So what comes inside the for loop? उसके बाद जो भी parenthesis देख के हमने ये is come to this space. What are we supposed to write here? So these are the two things right now. We are waiting for you guys to respond. Rohan Alam, you there?
And can you unmute, or you can use the chat box if you want to? Just tell me what comes inside.
Hi Rohan, you there? If you're there, just ping me. Yeah, if you're here. Hey Rohan.
Okay.
Acha,
Anyone?
he's gone somewhere. Okay. Siddharth is right. Shushant. Okay, no, one second. Vinakoti.
Akshay,
You
can
here?
you try?
Shri. Yeah.
Just call him Akshay. Yeah.
Call him.
Akshay.
Okay, I didn't see the full name. Sorry.
It's fine. It's fine.
Hey Akshay,
Can you write?
you here? Are you here? First thing. Uh, yes. Give it a try. What comes here?
I'll repeat my conditions if you want to. We have to run the loop until we find the null operator. So what will till where should I run? What will be my initialization? And what will be inside the loop if you guys can figure it out.
If you have doubt what is inside the loop, there's no problem. Just go back to the chat box and see. There's nothing wrong. As you can refer to it a number of times. At one point of time, you're going to understand. Eventually. So come on, give it a try. And Sumukh, you're the
Yeah.
host.
No, Yash is host.
Yes, who's not? What do you say? Who's not responding? Like I just called Rohan. He's probably on the mate off the mic and all, and he's gone to eat lunch. Okay, so remove him from the meet. हाँ रोहन को निकाल दे. ऐसे 3-4 लोगों को निकालेंगे, खुद ही अगली क्लास से बैठने शुरू कर देंगे. निकाल दे कोई बात नहीं. Perfect.
Okay.
So,
you're
okay. This guy has responded, Akshay has responded, sorry, I is equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus, n is equal to 25. पूरा ही नहीं छापना तेरे. Okay,
okay. So it you're half right over there, Akshay. Let's say
okay,
now-
and one more thing, Akshay, whenever you're saying this right, इधर comma नहीं आता, as Vatsal rightly mentioned, a semicolon आता है. Whenever you see after these, right, what you have done is you have used a comma. I is equal to 0, comma, I less than n, comma, I plus plus. So there, comma doesn't come, a colon comes, right?
Yeah, comma in the sense it will take under same aspect as I explained you in the for loops concept. Like if you want like two things, for example, int I is equal to 0, comma j is equal to 0, that we used to separate comma for same. So we were using that, right? Then we used to put a semicolon and a condition would be there. And again, like we used to iterate like I plus plus, comma j plus plus. So when we have same type, we separate them by comma. Otherwise, always a semicolon is used. Kindly make a note.
yeah. Nice try, Akshay, but I have typed the part you are right in. So, Rituraj, anyone can tell me, I told you the conditions. What is the condition? We have to end the loop when we reach this null element. Can anybody try the condition? If you understood this condition, you can do anything in strings properly. I mean, that's my take on it. Anybody wants to give it a try? Akshay, you can also try again. Vikas, Tanish, Sushant, Siddharth, Sham, Shan, Rituraj. Anyone who wants to give it a try? Okay, I'll type the condition. Tell me if you guys understand it or not. I will explain it depending on whether you guys understood it or not. Let's see. How many of you think this condition is right, this condition is wrong? Yeah. How many of you guys think whether this condition is right and if this condition is wrong? What should I change if this condition is wrong? Or what exactly we are doing over here? Anyone? Is this condition right? Rituraj? Are you guys getting why I put this condition? Is it right, wrong? Okay. I told you how. Yeah, good. Glad you understood, Rituraj. So I'll explain this what exactly happens in this loop and how I told you guys uh, what does a string length do? It counts the array of characters, how many number of elements are there before the null character. So our condition will be this because we have to count every element that is not a null character. So since we start from a zero and we know arrays always start from a zero, correct? So we start a zero, we check the thing, we increment the value of the count which we are doing it here, right? We increment it, we check, we increment the value. You know this is an increment function, right? It increments the value by 1. This is nothing but L is equal to L plus 1, right? So this what in first iteration it will do is, suppose if I had entered a hello over here, what it does in the first iteration is it takes L, h is not equal to a null character, so it will add 1, it will repeat the loop, I is increased to 1. So what is the next element? That is e is not equal to null character. So once it like that, it continues till it reaches the null character, that is right after the o, the small o over here. After it counts the small o, it goes here. Now it finds a null character at position 6, index 5. At index 5 and at position 6. Okay, so basically this at this position it will find this, it is equal. So the statement will become false. And once it falls, we know we can stop the count, and we know there's no string after it because a string always ends right before the null character. And now we find, once we found out the length, we can go return the length back to the function call, right?
Bro, why do we take L plus plus inside? What is the point of using L plus plus?
It is just a variable to count. We can optimize it further. Can anybody give it an idea of how we optimize it further? It's just a variable we use to count. Like if you guys have done programs to make find the average of n number of numbers entered, right? How do you do it? You count the number of numbers and you divide it by those number of numbers, right?
It adds 1 to the current value. That I understood the meaning, what it does. But why do we need that?
We can remove it. It's not necessary to do it. We can just remove this. We can use a int I over here and just return I instead of a L. It's just used for counting the thing repeatedly whenever you can, and we can just remove this also. Basically, it will run the loop till it reaches the fail condition and it will return the I value. This is the optimized version of finding the length using a loop. Have you guys understood? Do you guys have any doubts?
No. And semicolon won't be there, right? Line 5.
No, semicolon will be there. The basically indicates return I is not included in the thing. If you put a semicolon, the for loop will end there, but it will be repeating in that place itself.
Okay.
So now we need the length. So how do we call the function? Anybody? What is my function name? What do I send? Anybody helping me with the pass by value which I did over here? Anyone telling me the function called prototype? You can refer here also. We have used input over here. We have used input over there, so but here my function name is leng. I did the spelling mistake over here. Length is th. Let me. So now I have to pass the array which we entered. So I'll be passing only the A. Why have I not returned a size over here? Because you can't return it, you can't pass it without a size. But if you know the size, it is preferred to send the size of whatever you're entering. That is 25 over here in this case. Now we will print the uh, length of the string. So the length of the string. Yes, we have to put a string over here. So which format specifier will I use? Will I use a %s or a %c? Anyone? Akshay, we are printing the whole string over here, so we'll be using a %s. Then we have to print a character by character. We use the for loop. We use the printf statement over here, and we print it. All right. This is when we have to do it character by character. When we are doing the whole string, we use a %s, and the length format specifier for that is int, because that is how the number of elements is considered as int, so we take it as an integer. So we use a %d, and don't forget the new line command at the end of your last printf statement, or any printf statement. To make it look good, just use the new line command at the end of it. Now I have to print the array, so I'll be using a and the passing my length, and I didn't comment it out properly, so it will be that, and it should end. And the last statement of my program will be a return 0. Now, anybody wants to give me example inputs so that we can try whether my code works or not? Have you guys understood the optimized version of finding the length? We just use one variable, one loop, and do it. Are you guys confused anywhere in this part? Because if you are thorough with it and if you understand it perfectly, I think you guys can try concatenation, copy, anything. Everything will be the same. But there'll be one catch which I'll be explaining it to you in a while.
So Siddharth says after this colon, after the bracket, I didn't understand.
Here, you mean the for loop? Siddharth?
Yes, he says
Okay.
yes.
So, okay, let me just expand it for you. Let's just say I am doing it without a bracket. I'm just keeping it here. Let's just say I put I++ over here instead of here. You know, we can remove and we can format the for loop in many other ways, right? But the condition should be there. So what this will run the loop till it reaches the null character, and it will increase the I value, right? So in other statements, why do we use a semicolon, Siddharth?
Siddharth, why do we use semicolon?
Why do we use a semicolon in any other statement in a C?
To execute. Okay.
Okay, it's not to execute. In
Headshot.
programming languages, it is a full stop for each and every sentence. In here, it's not a full stop. In English, it's a full stop. In programming languages, it's a semicolon. Except in Python, it's different. I think most of the other languages, Java, C++, and C, we have to use. Yeah, Python also we have. Our expert in Python is Vatsal over here, so I don't know. So what do we use? We use it to indicate the full stop over here, right? So this thing can be written as I plus plus over here, and if you put a semicolon, this will indicate this is the end of the statement. Okay, we were not using a semicolon over here because we wanted something to be executed inside it. If this condition is right, we wanted something to be executed inside it. But since we have to just find the length, we can just do this part and run the loop. So putting a semicolon here means that return I is not under the loop. Just indicates that it's not under the loop. We just have to, it will just run the loop, calculate the I, and return I is not, basically indicates not under the loop, and it indicates, it will just return the I value. Now what happens if we remove the semicolon is the first value of I, that is 0. 0 will be returned directly and the continuous function won't happen at all. That's the reason we use a semicolon. This is the optimized version. You can use the basic version which I taught in the starting. That is to your understanding. And now Siddharth or Rituraj, anyone wants to give me a sample? I will edit for you. Send the video to me. So we guys know this is the example. We can do anything. We can type anything and it will give us.
No, in that like the highlight reel you showed now, it's sort of like in that all the highlights of all the sessions. In that you will include this part.
वो वीडियो
Go
की
to
शुरुआत में
Chairman.
होता है ना, वीडियो की
हाँ.
शुरुआत में होता है ना 5 सेकंड का क्लिप, वी पुट दिस क्लिप.
Yeah. Nice way to put my-
Highlight.
Yeah, totally. Fine. So this is how you find the length. This is what happens behind the scenes of STR length. So do you guys understand this?
So guys, is there any doubt on anything? Anything? See, only 10-15 minutes are left now. Put in your doubts. This guy has explained the code. If there's anything. So currently I feel there are only active members staying. That's good. Shyam Sai, you're still here? Oh, yeah, Yash is here. Huh? Yash is gone.
No, yes, yes.
Acha, I was calling you in between. Okay. Shyam Sai, are you here? You can on your mic.
Yeah.
Did you understand any doubts?
Yeah, I understand. Perfect.
Oh, Shyam.
So you can. So let's try doing one more thing, shall we? If you guys don't mind, or are you guys brains saying it is? Let's just stop it here.
Hey, come on, bro. They of course want to stop. They're done for the day. Anyone wants more? Huh?
Yeah.
Anybody is hungry for coding?
Yeah, Tanish, maybe if you want to give one more example, you can check that on string.
Because I like your examples already.
Yeah, totally. Yes, I think you can stop recording for now.